Did you know the CIA studied psychic abilities for over 2 decades with the intention of essentially weaponizing it? No, how did that even get started? Well, you see, we found out that other countries were doing it, like the Soviets, and we started intercepting their documents to see if it was actually anything worth studying. And then we studied it for 2 decades? Over 2 decades. Well, what did they find from what they intercepted? Well, you see, they found out that there might actually be a physical basis for psychic phenomena. A physical basis for psychic phenomena. Yeah, allegedly they're called psi particles, and allegedly you can detect them as the cells dividing. Couldn't this just be a psyop given the era? It definitely could be, but since we studied psychic abilities for over 2 decades with tax-paying dollars, I'm a little inclined to say that there's probably more going on than just a psyop. That's fair. So how do they say any of this works then? They say that some physicists see the world as a great thought rather than a great machine, and in this view, the unified field on grounds of reality is awareness. They say will with awareness impels and focuses energy. Energy condenses into particles, which concentrates into atoms, compounds, etc. Yeah, I mean, following the view of panpsychism, that definitely makes sense. Right. What we do know is the telekinetic experiments in USA, Europe, and the USSR all seem to show that even human awareness, focusing with will, can evidence a new form of energy that moves and perhaps alters matter. In fact, the renowned Soviet theoretical physicist Treletsky reportedly was so excited after seeing these experiments of telekinesis, he talked of discovering a new energy related only to consciousness, and that this discovery is perhaps more important than that of atomic energy. Wow, those must have been some experiments. Yeah, interestingly enough, during some of the experiments, British scientists complained of poltergeist phenomena, objects leaving the room. Sometimes they would reappear, sometimes they never did. Sometimes objects would literally go through solid walls. Wow, and what did the physicists say about that? Actually, they weren't that surprised. They said that they routinely detected particles emerging from energy and dissolving or disappearing back into energy. They said, why should we be surprised at larger objects displaying the same behavior? Oh, and you said that they wanted to weaponize this? Yeah, you see, they actually say that weapons could be theorized based on all of the information we just discussed. That severe trauma after results in ESP effects being activated, that some suggestive or meditative techniques can actually enhance ESP, and that grief is particularly associated with such phenomena. Oh, mildly horrifying. For sure. And if you want to read this document for yourself, you can go to my website to the CIA document tab and click on the link that says parapsychological weapons. Thanks.